Nets at 20-27. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their last game Saturday night in Atlanta, lost to the Hawks after winning in Miami. Nets had won 2 straight over Milwaukee and Miami. They stopped the 9-game losing streak with that win over Milwaukee. And Radmanovich knocks it home. You can hear the cheers from this crowd. The Lakers, a popular team, and a large contingent of Laker fans have turned out here at the Meadowlands.
Can you imagine this lineup with a healthy Andrew Bynum? It's going to be something special as the Nets on the offensive end. Sean Williams underneath for the easy lane.
This is now a very deep ball club. Bynum out at least another 6 weeks with a dislocated kneecap and bone bruise, which is a big loss for the Lakers, but feeling better about themselves as Odom is rejected by Sean Williams. They feel better about themselves with the acquisition of Pau Gasol. Here's Carter from downtown.
You love the energy by the Nets early on. Sean Williams, great job blocking the shot and then running the length of the floor. And Vince Carter ready to take and make shots again.
Boone defending on Gasol. And a foul is called. It is on Boone.
Sean Williams' ability to recover after being beat, runs the length of the floor, opens up the lane for Vince Carter, catches it, knocks down the jumper before Kobe can get a hand in his face.
Radmanovich, who hit his first shot, he was 0 for 10 in that earlier meeting against the Nets. Here's Fisher with a rainbow 3, rebounded by Boone. Kidd picked up on a switch by Radmanovich. Jefferson being played here by Fisher. And Kidd with an open 3. See, Kobe just stepped away. They do not mind seeing Jason Kidd take the long-range jumper.
Oh, Jason Kidd, a Hall of Fame basketball player down the road, but you have to make him do what he's not comfortable doing. And the Lakers said, hey, we'd rather have you shoot the jump shot.
Again, Fisher open for 3. And you can see here at the start, Kobe Bryant is opening, looking to set up teammates. Carter, Gasol able to retrieve.
I had a chance to talk to Derek Fisher before the ball game. He says, all I'm doing is working on my spot-up jump shot.
Odom blows the layup after the behind-the-back setup from Bryant. And Jefferson is down. Timeout is taken by the Nets. Tim Walsh, the athletic trainer, out to take a look. And a 20-second timeout, says Ron Garrison. And we'll get another look at what took place.
Well, obviously, Jefferson in some pain. Lamar Odom went to the hoop, came down with the elbow to the jaw, to the face of Richard Jefferson inadvertently, but Jefferson goes down, and he's in some pain right now.
Net players coming over here to check out the replay because they were heading back up court when Jefferson went down, and he took a hard shot to the head from Odom.
You can see Richard Jefferson's face swollen right now. Even Jason Kidd came over and said he heard it when he got hit.
Kristich, who can empathize with what just occurred to Richard Jefferson. The last time the Lakers were here, he suffered that knee injury. Timeout called. Nets up by 3. TKO'd by Lamar Odom.
Well, Lamar Odom attacks the basket, misses the shot, but elbow lands in the face of Richard Jefferson, and Jefferson leaving the floor. Looks like a boxer.
He might need the fight doctor in the corner in a moment.
Need some inswell.
Correct. And as I mentioned, Nenad Kristich, the last time the Lakers were in this building, went down. That was December 22nd, 2006, and suffered the torn ACL. Nenad making his return, a brief return, a couple of minutes against Atlanta the other night after trying to give it a go earlier in the season. And then the Nets decided to shut him down for a while. He's in uniform and is available for tonight.
Well, he's a guy that the Nets can use because he brings a different look as far as their bigs. A guy that can stretch the defense, can post, and knock down the jet.
That time Gasol went out closing on Kidd, which Affected the shot. There's Gasol. Came up short. Looks like Williams might have gotten a piece of it. Antoine Wright, who just checked in, had the pass knocked away, but a foul is called. It's an offensive foul. Charge on Wright.
Kobe Bryant does a great job of coming from the weak side and taking the hit from Antoine Wright, stopping dribble penetration.
The Nets 8, Lakers 5. We are just underway. The Lakers in the number 5 seed in the West, second in the Pacific, 3 games behind the Suns with a record of 30-16. And they're involved in a very long road trip. Gasol off the rebound. Gasol stuffs. That's his first bucket as a Laker.
Really got away with the passing it to himself, catching the air ball and finishing. But that's what he brings to the table. Lamb and able to finish at the rim.
Right played by Rabonovich. Here's Carter for 3. Too many threes here in the early going by the Nets. Ought to try to save it.
You got to know the rules. Jason Kidd, active hands Gasol, just throws it from the left hand to the right, and then gets rewarded with his first basket in a Laker uniform.
Does he get an assist on that too?
That's just not fair. He's too skilled, and you allow him to do that. Or Jason Kidd.
The officials apparently thought that it was deflected or to hit the rim. That is last touch by Gasol. This is game 4 of an extraordinary 9-game road trip for the Lakers. They're playing 12 of the next 13 on the road.
And this is a team that the way they're playing right now, it does not matter which building they play in because they are playing at a high level.
Wright hesitated on the shot and sends it inside. Williams stripped. It'll be net ball with 3 on the shot clock.
And you look at Sean Williams, and there's certain nights he doesn't seem like he's all there, and then there's certain nights where he's locked in and his energy stands out. Tonight is one of those nights.
Odom with the rebound. Lakers on this road trip have won 2 of 3. They lost by 1 in Detroit. Nice handoff from Gasol, but Rabonovich way off. Odom keeps it alive. Here's Gasol. Nice start by Pau Gasol. He was averaging just under 19 a game as a member of the Grizzlies. Played 6 years with Memphis. Carter to the rim. Beautiful move by Vince Carter. And the Nets lead by 1.
Vince Carter, the ability to break down the defense, can put it on the floor. That time, his mind was set on getting to the cusp.
Gasol. Kidd with the rebound. Carter met by Gasol, and he draws the foul. It's a blocking foul on Gasol.
And you look at the Nets, offensive rebounded by Lamar Odom. Over the back. Look at Antoine Wright. He's in the front row, but no call, and Odom finds Gasol all by himself, attacking the rim. And speaking of attacking the rim, Vince Carter looking like the doctor. That's awfully pretty. I could do that.
Nice pass from Carter, and Boone is fouled. Bostan Nakbar has come on for the Nets. So Boone will go to the free throw line. And Josh now up to 37%. Creeping from the under 30 mark, but continues to struggle at the line.
You look at the Lakers' field goal attempts. Every Laker on the floor has at least 2 field goal attempts. Kobe Bryant has yet to attempt 1. He's a guy that has learned, let me get other guys involved early because I can get any shot I want at any point.
And it's right out of the Michael Jordan playbook. He would handle this the same way as a member of the Chicago Bulls. He would try to feel out the early moments of the game. Might come out firing away. Might come out looking to set people up. Well, he sets up Fisher again for 3. Derek Fisher from downtown.
And Marv, what I said before, I talked to Derek Fisher. He said, hey, all I'm working on is my spot-up jump shots. He understands I'm playing with Kobe Bryant. I'm playing with Pau Gasol. I'm going to get wide open looks, and I'm going to make the defense pay.
Here's Nakbar to the rim. Nice move by Bojan Nakbar.
The problem with Kobe not getting a field goal attempt is a guy like Vince Carter is thinking, hey, I'm doing a heck of a job defensively.
Wait a second. Don't project your thoughts into Vince's head. And Gasol is, well, it appears being called for a charge. No, it's the other way. Leon Wood, the outside official, says no. It is an offensive foul. That's 2 on Gasol.
And Leon Wood, and I had a better vision of where the play was attempted. Vince Carter certainly outside of the restricted area, and Pau Gasol picks up his second foul.
So Pau takes a seat, leaves with 2 field goals, 2 of 5 from the field. And Rudy Turiaf, who has started 12 games for the Lakers this season, done a good job. He comes on. Nice move by Carter. Once again, he flicks it. Offensive foul is called on Carter. It's a charge on Vince.
And this is just great help defense. You see Vince Carter ready to fly through the air. Lamar Odom steps in, put away from the restricted area, takes the hit, gets the charge call on Carter.
Lakers at 30-16. They've won their last 2 at Toronto. At Washington on Sunday, Radmanovic not able to hit. And Kidd on the run. 3-on-2 develops. Nakbar going right at Odom and draws the foul. So Bojan Nakbar again takes to the rim, and he will shoot 2. The foul committed by Turiaf.
And you see, the problem with bad teams is they play at a level when the elite teams come into town. They play to match up with them. They have to have this type of effort every single night, and the Nets would not have the type of record that they have.
You can see the body language on the part of the Nets as they face the Lakers. We saw the same thing in L.A. back in late November. And then lesser teams come in, as you indicate, and it's just not the same feel.
You know, you look at this Nets team, if they play with this type of passion, this type of energy, this type of aggressiveness that they've started this game with, they would be a solid team and a team that can beat anybody in the Eastern Conference on any given night.
And you look back at the road trip where the Nets went 0-6. Bryant looking to give it up, and a foul is called. Foul on Carter. That's 2 on Carter. But you look back at that West Coast trip, the one game where they really lifted it, and Lawrence Frank questioning that call.
And they're mad because Vince Carter's saying, hey, I wasn't even in the play. Why is the foul on me?
Kidd with the steal. Chased by Bryant. Oh, Kidd tried to stuff it. And you rarely see that. Here's Fisher. Nice move on a fadeaway by Fisher.
Well, Jason Kidd has not stuffed the basketball in over a year, but realized Kobe Bryant was chasing him. Was going to meet him at the rim.
What a start for Nakbar as he knocks down a 3, and the Nets now lead by 3. But in the net game at Golden State, which was nationally televised, you could see the same kind of body language. Because the Nets now lead by 1. Radmanovic with his second bucket.
But you're right about that. And what it is a fear of being embarrassed. You understand that the stakes are raised, that people are watching, and this is a good team you're facing.
Carter right back. The Nets 7 of 13 from the field. So they're opening at 54%. Just under 5 remaining in this first quarter. Fisher from way downtown. And the long rebound is handled by Bryant.
When we talk about this type of effort, the Nets are 10-14 at home. They've lost to the New York Knicks twice at home. This type of effort would have eliminated those losses.
Here's Bryant from long range. Well, let's see if they can sustain this effort. We're late first quarter at this point. Carter. And a foul is called as Nakbar was pushed. Shoved by Radmanovic. That's 2 on Radmanovic.
And you look at Jason Kidd, gets the steal, and then going in with the left hand, looking to dunk it. Kobe Bryant says, remember me? I was in the Olympics with you. I'm not having that. Not on my watch.
Kobe contesting that shot and got a piece of it. Akbar gets the step. Oh, he's rejected by Turiaf. Akbar trying to extend. We've seen many of those stuffs these past 2 years, which have been successful. Here's the alley-oop. Bryant from Fisher.
If you're going to defend Kobe Bryant, that time Antoine Wright comes into the ball game. You have to force him to beat you away from the rim. Have him catch the ball away. You allow them to go back door. Kobe Bryant gets the easy.
Akbar again from downtown. What a start for Akbar. 3 of 4. That's his second 3. He has 9 points.
He's a guy that has to come into the ball game ready to take shots, whether it be attacking the rim or ready for open jump.
Lakers want a goaltend on that drive by Odom, but they do not get it. Will be a foul called on the Nets.
And you look at Turiaf, my favorite bench player in the league, the best coming off the bench in all of basketball, and then backdoor play, Antoine Wright with the overplay, Fisher the Kobe at the rim, finishes with the easy lane.
Luke Walton getting set to come out along with Jordan Farmar. Odom to the free throw line. Odom playing with a bruised left shin, shot the ball very well on Sunday in the victory over Washington, 7 of 11 from the field. In fact, the Lakers shot 56% in that game. They hit 8 of 19 from beyond the three-point line. Malik Allen has come on for Josh Boone. The Nets lead by 2 as we approach 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Here's Wright trying to get it to Williams. And this is Farmar, the second-year man out of UCLA. They double up on Bryant. Farmar for 3. And Akbar able to chase it down. 3-on-2 for the Nets. Kidd to the pull-up. And it's punched out of bounds. Last touch by the Nets. And we have our first timeout called by the Lakers. Just under 3 to go in this first quarter. Nets by 2. Bobby Knight as the head coach. They'll be at Nebraska, and then later on it's an Ivy League matchup. Harvard will go up against Brown. A college basketball tripleheader Saturday, starting at 1:30 here on the YES Network. Vince Carter heard someone come over and say, was that on me? Was he questioning about that last foul, which the Nets were very upset about?
Well, the coaching staff and Vince Carter saying, hey, he wasn't in the play. Got called the foul, personal foul, a play where he wasn't even involved, so he wants to go to the videotape.
Well, I think our producer, Frank DeGrace, will check it out back in the truck. Frank has been in a stupor, though, since the Giants Super Bowl victory over the Patriots. I'm amazed he even showed up here today.
I think I saw Frank before the game doing his Isaiah Thomas impersonation, saying, heaven must be like this. Congratulations to the Giants, though, and the Giants fans. Just outstanding. Awesome. I was speechless watching.
What a finish. That final drive. The catch by David Tyree. Here's Farmer with 1 on the shot clock and knocks it down. So the game is tied at 22.
Good-looking young player that's going to be around for a long time to come. Could start in this league for a lot of basketball teams. Gets it on the defensive end and has worked extremely hard on his jump shot.
Well, Kidd had the step, but he popped it back out. Allen with an open shot and hits.
And that's a good sign. Guys making plays, trying to set up their teammates. Kidd did it, and then Boaston Knockball does it for Malik Allen.
This is a Laker team that averages 107 points a game. They're third in the NBA behind Golden State and Phoenix. Golden State now on top at 110 a game, followed by the Suns and the Lakers. Farmar gets it down low to Turiaf. Walton for 3. Rebounded by Williams and knocked out of his hands. Here is Farmar. Well, they take advantage of the turnover.
Kobe Bryant, active hands underneath, comes up with the deflection, and Farmar continuing to be aggressive, looking for his shot.
Game is tied at 24. Nate Kristich off the bench getting set to check in. Here's Wright. And it's snatched by Bryant. Vujicic, who just came on, shoots a 3, rebounded by Nakbar.
Well, it must be special to have the type of talent of Kobe Bryant where you can just be in cruise control, chill, and just wait until you think it's time to take over the basketball.
And you know he's going to get his 28, 30 points. Torrey up on the foul. Lakers with their 15th foul.
It's like high school. This is a man playing with boys. It's just, okay, when I feel like it's time to take over, I'm gonna put my imprint on this basketball game.
Sean Williams able to hit his first of 2. Let's take a look back at the foul that was called on Carter. Well, he was there. It would be a touch foul.
Yeah, but Vince would have us believe that he was on the opposite side.
Right.
I mean, he's in the play. The call is on him. Come on, Vince, you're better than that.
It appeared that Kidd grabbed him, but Carter was there, and it depends on your angle. He certainly could have earned that foul.
Now, how about that, Marv? Al Truck is the best in the business. You want to see Joe Namath predict the Super Bowl win? They will find it. It doesn't matter. We have the absolute best in the business.
Now you're putting pressure on. Now expectations are sky high. They are excellent, but you might be looking for too much. Watch out of the next time out. We'll see Namath's performance against the Colts. The Nets up by 3. Although I believe there would be a bill in the mail at the Yes Network Executive Office from NFL Films. And Ron Garrettson with the call is on Wright. And they did have a foul to give. We're down to 6.9 left in this first quarter. Walton will inbound. Farmar, played by Marcus Williams, goes to the pull-up and scores. What a beautiful move. 1.9 left. And here is Williams with a two-hand set. Looked like he was reluctant to take the shot. I know you know a lot of players who will not want to hurt their field goal percentage for those last second shots.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention names. How you doing, Trent Tucker?
Wait a second. Somewhere Trent in the Minnesota area is watching. Coming over here to get the explanation. My eyes are shifting away. I couldn't believe that he came over to ask you if he committed that foul, and you set him straight.
Well, I'm fair, but I'm firm. I'm not going to lie to you. I said, hey, I thought you was on the weak side, nowhere in the picture. You're part of that. It could have went either way. Foul on Carter.
It accepted well?
He wanted me to be a homer. He wanted me to tell him, no, it's a bad call by the referee. Oh, Vince.
I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate it. Marv, I can leave now. That made my night.
Vince walked away very upset, shaking his head, looking down. And as Richard Jefferson now bandaged up after taking that shot in the first quarter.
You sure that's not Bone Crusher Smith?
Now there's a good name out of the past. One-time heavyweight.
Heavyweight champ. He had a belt. He had a belt, Marv.
He was.
He's somewhere saying I was the champ, and he's right. Technically, he's correct.
That was when there were a number of alphabet champions, which still does exist. Here's a look back. Odom on the drive and inadvertently made contact with Jefferson, who was crushed. Last touch by Farmar. So the Nets will put it in play. The Nets have Nate Kristich out there with Malik Allen and Bojan Nakbar, Marcus Williams, Antoine Wright in the backcourt.
It's good to see Richard Jefferson back in the ball game and fine in all seriousness on that bench. So I'm going to have a good time talking about him afterwards.
Williams has to fire one up, did not make contact with the rim, so it is a shot clock violation. And here comes Richard Jefferson. We're told X-rays were negative. So you think he's in the National Hockey League, took some stitches, and he's back.
Hey, he's a gamer. I know his parents. They are extremely proud of their young man. Some guys would call it a night.
So Richard about to check back in, played the first 2 minutes, and then took that wallop from Odom. Pau Gasol back on the floor, picked up 2 fouls, a couple of field goals in his Laker debut. The Nets up by 1. Second and final meeting between the Nets and the Lakers. Nets winning out in L.A. in late November. Here's Malik Allen with his second field goal.
And that's good offense. All pushing the basketball. Lawrence Frank just calls a pick and roll. Marcus Williams creates. Guys find the open man.
Ballmar coming up short on a three-point attempt. Nockbars have the hot hand, shooting over Walton. Rebounded by Odom. And Kobe Bryant getting a rest here at the start of the second quarter. Phil Jackson has a backcourt of Jordan Farmar and Sasha Vujacic. He has Luke Walton, Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom up front. Odom shoots. Lakers within a point.
The guy that benefits the most, in my opinion, to trade for Pau Gasol is Lamar Odom. He no longer has to be the second best player in a uniform for the Lakers. They take pressure off him by adding Gasol. We talk about Lamar Odom, ready to catch knockdown shots. Nothing he cannot do on the basketball floor.
The 86 World Series. Speaking of dramatics, Aaron Boone's game winner over Boston, 2003 American League Championship Series. Or this past Sunday's Giants win over the Patriots in Arizona, a stunner, one of the great upsets in NFL history. You can text your vote to 58772 or vote online at YesNetwork.com. On the subject of the Giants, in the hat, defensive back Aaron Ross and fellow defensive back Michael Johnson, a backup, couple of rookies on hand. And when these guys are introduced, and I'm told there will be other members of the Giants in attendance tonight, they will soak in yet another standing ovation.
I would anticipate this place going crazy when those guys are introduced, and deservedly so.
Shot clock to 7.
And I don't mean a fake hustle standing ovation. I mean they earned a legitimate standing ovation. Sustained.
I've never seen a fake hustle standing ovation.
I've seen a couple.
Have you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What, do people feel sorry for the...
Well, they know it's what's expected.
Oh, I see.
Like at a banquet, you know, this clap for them, man. Let them speak.
I can see it at a banquet. You are correct. 2.5 gone by in the second quarter. The Nets up by 1. That's a thank you for coming ovation.
Exactly.
Jefferson with his first attempt since making his return. Vince Carter still sulking at your honesty. Just move past your location. You feel some rosin on you as he heads to the scorer's table. Walton able to knock it down. Now, what if you told Vince, yes, you're correct, you were not near the call? Would he try to get the videotape at halftime and show it to the official? So it's for his own head. Jefferson was blocked.
I'm just glad I was never a spoiled athlete.
Here's Odom. He got the step and he drew the foul. And Kobe Bryant will make his return. Along with a very upset Vince Carter.
Vince Carter, Josh Boone back in the lineup.
Josh Boone also checks back in. So Kristich and Wright will sit down. Lamar Odom, 2 of 2 at the line. Lamar making it back from that severe shoulder injury, back from surgery. Between the shoulder and a sprained knee. He missed 26 games last season. And now here's Radmanovich back for Vujacic. Seems that Phil Jackson is able to get off his best lines at the expense of Vladimir Radmanovich. Phil back to calling him a space cadet on my favorite Martian. He says Radmanovic tends to drift on the perimeter instead of looking for a better shot at times. It doesn't always do a good job taking care of the ball. He says Vladimir is a free thinker, although he is back as a starter because of the injury suffered by the Lakers. Here's Williams. That's off, and it is saved by Carter. Nice pass. Jefferson to the rim.
Good job of chasing down the loose rebound, and then Richard Jefferson continuing to attack.
Radmanovic triple teamed. Rebounded by Allen.
I can't believe Phil Jackson said those things. I guess that's what happens when you get hurt snowboarding. You put yourself in a position where a coach can go at you.
That was part of it. Here's Jefferson, way off. Got glass.
That's where you grab your eye.
Radmanovic with no one in sight for the Nets.
You see the size of Lamar Odom, the things he can do on the floor, putting on the floor, finding guys wide open. Radmanovic, the beneficiary.
Game is tied at 33. Marv Albert, Mark Jackson with the Izod Center in the New Jersey Meadowlands. Williams, see Odom just stepping away there, saying, hey, take that shot. Bryant passing on the perimeter shot. Look away to Radmanovic. Gets it inside. Beautiful pass from Radmanovic to Gasol.
Now he's saying, what are you talking about, Coach Jackson? I'm doing some things on the floor.
Well, it should be pointed out, Phil made those statements a couple of weeks ago, but he has gone back to that material on several occasions. Carter's pass deflected. Here comes Farmar. And he flips one into the crowd. He thought he had Odom.
Just unselfish play, and it starts with Kobe Bryant turning down the jump shot, getting a better shot. Radmanovic to Gasol underneath.
Phil Jackson not pleased with that last pass from Farmar. Looks like Michael Strahan is making his way, and he is getting a standing ovation just for showing up. Jefferson, rebounded by Radmanovic. Bryant trying to put the move on Carter, lost it. Jefferson diving for it. They'll jump it up. So Richard Jefferson, despite taking that pop earlier in the game, going to the floor. There's Michael Strahan taking a seat. What a performance by that giant front four, actually five, including Justin Tuck, who had an MVP-type game with the 2 sacks.
Really incredible what Strahan and the defense did to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots offense. And I said to somebody, if I was Michael Strahan's dad, I wouldn't have picked the Giants to win. I would have said, hey, son, you know, you never know, but if I had to bet, I'm betting with the Patriots. But talk about accomplishing the impossible. It's an incredible feat, and those guys will get attention and ovations for the rest of their lives in this area.
Well, the entire run was improbable. When you look back, 10 straight wins on the road. They certainly had their ups and downs in a 10-6 season. 0-2 at the start. Speculation regarding the future of Tom Coughlin. Eli Manning struggling. And then they ripped through the playoffs and beat the highly favored New England Patriots. Jefferson thought he was fouled. As Fisher just came on for Farmar. Odom with the rebound. Odom draws the foul. So he heads back to the line.
1,051 Sean Williams. His first second team foul.
Nets getting the ball in transition. Kidd finding Richard Jefferson sprinting down the middle of the floor, looking to attack the rim. Contact after the ball was released. Jefferson gets hit in the face, but good hustle by Lamar Odom. Could have went either way. I think it was good on both ends, but if you're Jefferson, you got a good look at the rim. You got to finish that.
It's another 10-8 round for Richard Jefferson. Getting whacked around here. How about Lamar Odom? 8 rebounds, 4 assists. in his 16 minutes. That his 6th point. Lakers with 10 assists on their 15 field goals.
What people don't realize is Lamar Odom is a big-time talent. The things he does on the floor, the ability that he has, it's not that many guys that can really bring it like him.
Lamar in his 4th season with the Lakers, acquired from Miami in the deal for Shaquille O'Neal, originally a first-round pick of the Clippers, the 4th overall selection after a year at Rhode Island. Here's Carter extending and tipped home. What a move by Carter, and able to come up with the tip. And Ron Garrison blows the whistle. Apparently, Kobe Bryant jammed a finger, and he took a timeout. Just under 6 remaining in this first half. The Nets are down by 1.
Hey, Marv, a friend of mine, Magic Johnson, said Vince Carter can't do this anymore. I'd like to send this clip to the Magic Man, because half man, half amazing. Looks to get to the rim, and then second chance points. Extra opportunity, little hang time. Get back up there, it's coming out. Carter will be back.
Kobe Bryant, we're told, jammed his right pinky finger and immediately took the timeout. Lakers athletic trainer Gary Vitti checking it over during the timeout.
It looks like when he was coming off the pass from Derek Fisher, jammed his pinky on Derek Fisher's back, catching the basketball, and immediately gets the timeout.
And in obvious pain, that's Gary Vitti checking it out, and Kobe heading back to the Laker locker room.
And if you're the Nets right now, the worst thing you can do is take a sigh of relief and realize, hey, Kobe's gone. You still have to keep your foot on the gas pedal, because they still have some guys in the lineup that can really hurt you.
Lakers up by 1. A reach-in foul is called. It is on Sean Williams. That is his 2nd. The Nets with their 3rd team foul. So the Lakers have Derek Fisher, Sasha Vujacic in the backcourt. Vladimir Radmanovic with Pau Gasol and Lamar Odom on the front line. Shot clock is to 5. Vujacic from the angle. And rebounded by Williams. Vujacic has been on a tear, shooting the ball extremely well over the last 8-9 games.
He's a confident guy that's a knockdown shooter. Nets have to stay at home with him. And then when they have the basketball, you have Vujacic and Radmanovic guarding Carter and Jefferson. You have to punish those positions.
That's number 3 on Pau Gasol. How about the Laker trade with Memphis, which also included the rights to Pau's brother Mark, who goes, M-A-R-C, it should be pointed out, who goes to the Grizzlies.
I would be teasing my brother all for the rest of our lives. Hey, we would trade it for each other, but you and about 9 other guys.
Yes. Carter, rebounded by Fisher.
And I think the best thing that the Grizzlies got out of that deal was Crittenton, a guy that can play the combo guard, a big-time scorer, and is going to be their best backcourt player, in my opinion.
But Memphis clearing salaries either to set up a sale. Obviously, they could have better opportunity to sign people. Shot clock was down to 1, so Fisher had to release it, although that's a tough city to attract free agents.
It's a tough city, and I'm sure that my concern is they could have gotten more for Pau Gasol. You're talking about an all-star big guy that's going to have an impact on the race down the stretch and in the future. They could have gotten more.
Well, it was public knowledge that the Chicago Bulls had a pretty good offer on the table. And Kidd is able to hit the 3. That was early in the season, prior to the season, but Memphis wanted a bit more. And Chicago turned it down. Here is Radmanovic for 3.
Even at the last minute, when you realize, okay, I'm about to pull the trigger on a trade, with the Lakers. You call around, and I'm sure GMs would have said, "You're getting what? Hold on, I can do better than that."
I know Grizzly owner Michael Heisley said that he had conversations with the Bulls, but they were not satisfactory. They did not want to take on the luxury tax situation. Here's Turiaf. And rebounded by Jefferson. Carter off the outlet, has Boone with him. Here's Carter, fouled by Turiaf. And Heisley said, I know right now people are saying that we're crazy. We got everything we could get out of the Lakers. We got draft choices. They did get 2 future number ones. They got cap relief. That's what we wanted. He said they were not going to give us Kobe.
Oh, really? Did he force the issue?
No, there were quotes around it.
Oh, boy. I'm sure they could have got Kobe if they would have forced. I mean, Kobe
right.
called.
Yes. And here's Kobe Bryant back after heading back to the locker room during the timeout. And DJ Benga, a recent acquisition by the Lakers, comes on for the first time. There is Benga out of Kinshasa in the Congo. Spent 3 years with Dallas, spent some time with Golden State. Fisher off the nice lead pass. Radmanovich with a beautiful feed, and he has had a terrific first half.
Good old-fashioned give-and-go basketball. Radmanovich puts it on point. Fisher does the rest, but Radmanovich doing more things than just being a scorer. This is what Phil Jackson wants from his big guy.
Carter, yes. The Grizzlies do admit that the Lakers offered Kwame Brown and Vladimir Radmanovich, but Memphis did not want Radmanovich's contract. 3 years for $19 million. That's kicked out of bounds. Last touch by the Nets. Timeout is taken. Nets up by one. Defensive co-captain Michelle.
Thanks, Barb. Michael, in a million years, the way the season started, did you think you'd have this smile on your face today?
Absolutely not. So, it's a big surprise, I think, for all of us, the way we started to come back. But it just shows you hang in there, you continuously work, and believe anything can be accomplished.
We're kidding around about how many hands you've shaken in the last 24, 30 hours. What has today been like?
Today has been crazy. The parade in New York, the pep rally in New Jersey, and back into the city for other commitments, and now here at the game to check out the Nets and Lakers. I mean, very, very crazy day, and it's not done. I still have to go back into the city for a few more parties.
Oh, well, yeah, you got to do that.
That's by my own choosing to partying, but hey, why not?
Well, I heard Eli say earlier that he hasn't actually slept yet. Have you done anything?
I've been able to sleep, but I haven't been able to sleep. I've been in positions where I can lay down, close my eyes, but I just cannot get over the fact that we won this game and relax. So I'm still enjoying it. I'm on the high right now.
Well, I don't know what you've decided if you're coming back next year or not, but what is your experience as far as color analyst? Because we've got a guy named Mark Jackson that we may want to replace someday.
Mark is great, though. Mark knows what he's doing. I don't know. I'd have to go to one of those broadcasting schools and get a degree before I can even come close to Mark Jackson. See, that's the problem.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mark is so skilled, and Mark, you better write me a check. Michael Strahan, Strahan, okay? Write out a check for me, buddy.
That totally backfired. That's not how that was supposed to go, Michael.
I know. I like Mark.
Yeah. Congratulations. It was an enjoyment to watch that game.
Thank you. Enjoyment to win it.
Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Michelle. I think it's a big money check that will be coming Michael's way.
I can't afford that. I'm being honest. I tell you what, though, as far as TV is concerned, this guy has a tremendous future in front of him.
The best part of all of this, though, with the Giants beating the Patriots and making that run, just reconfirms that anything could happen in sports.
Yeah, if you're a coach and your team is struggling, you're playing against a team that's supposed to be superior. You let them see what happened in the Super Bowl and what the Giants was able to accomplish. Don't tell me we can't do it if I'm a coach and a team.
Well, Derek Fisher has tied the game at 43 as we come up on 2 minutes to play. First half. Carter coming up short. Recovered, though, by Nakbar. And they have the new clock. Nakbar eluding Bryant and way off. And here's it from the crowd. Here's Kobe on a pull-up. Rebounded by Nakbar. Look out, Bryant went down. Carter to the rim. Carter. All the extension has given the Nets a 45-43 lead.
You know, after the timeout, Vince Carter came over and looked and said, I'm about to dunk on somebody. I looked at him like, you haven't dunked on anybody in a while, so I'm just going with the numbers. That's not a safe prediction, but certainly has the bounce tonight.
Oh, Jefferson had it knocked away. He thought he was fouled. Bryant in the open court with Carter back. Radmanovich gets it down low, and Benga stuffs. Game is tied at 45. Timeout taken by the Nets. Vince Carter has scored 10 of the last Nets points. He has 16 in this first half.
Well, he's aggressive. Tonight, catching the basketball, he is looking to make plays on the offensive end, and that is when he's at his best, and that's when he makes other guys around him so much better. Getting the ball in transition, running the floor, not giving up on the play, and bangs it on Bang Up.
Mark, going to commercial several minutes ago, you made reference to the statement made by Magic Johnson of the TNT studio. I think what Magic's, in my mind, what his point was, is that it's not being done on any kind of consistent basis. Not that you're going to get this every night, but you normally don't see this kind of aggressive play, and you do not see Vince going to the rim as frequently as we've seen in this first half.
Well, I agree with the statement, and I agree with what Magic was saying. My only problem is Magic was indicating that Vince Carter could no longer do it. I don't agree with that part of it. I certainly agree with the fact that he's underachieved and that he's been inconsistent at what he's been able to bring to the table for the Nets this year. But he certainly, in my opinion, still have the ability to dominate in this league and make guys around him better.
Well, the game is tied at 45 with 55 seconds remaining in the first half. Jefferson rebounded by Bryant. Bryant now played by Wright. Lawrence Frank said it would be a combination of Carter, Wright, and Kidd. Bryant off the spin, taking to the rim, and Benga is there.
Got to keep a body. That's the only way that Benga could hurt you is offensive rebounds and easy layins. He's had back-to-back.
He's a 7-footer, goes about 230 pounds. And I should point out, a martial arts specialist. Do not mess with DJ Benga. As Wright was tripped up, foul called.
That's why you got to know your homework as a player also. There's certain guys you want to stay away from if something goes down on the floor.
The non-shooting foul. They had a foul to give. Here comes Malik Allen. And now 13 seconds remaining in this first half. Allen coming on for Boone. And here's Walton for Benga.
If you're the Nets, you want to take the last shot of this half. Eat clock and get something, not allowing the Lakers to get the ball back.
Down to 5 seconds. Allen. So the game is tied. Malik Allen's had the touch. And that is the end of the first half. Good one here at the Izod Center. Kobe Bryant, only 2 points in the first half, 1 of 5 from the field, looking to set up teammates for the most part, and then injured his pinky finger. Stay tuned. Heineken at the half. Coming up momentarily with Chris Sheeran back in our studio. Take a look around the NBA. We'll chat with Nets assistant coach Bill Cartwright. The Nets second half. Nets facing a Laker team that is 30-16. They are playing game 4 of this 9-game road trip. 12 of the next 13 on the road. This is similar to what the San Antonio Spurs go through when the rodeo comes to town. The pass, the kid is broken up. Radmanovich on the save, but lands in the hands of Jefferson. Tried to get it to Williams, could not. And here is Fisher. He draws the foul. Kid getting back, turned his back and made contact, so Kid is called for the foul. That is his first.
And not an ideal way to start the third quarter. Nets 2 straight turnovers. They get the basketball back and Jefferson turns it over. You don't want to give up easy basket opportunities to this Laker team.
Derek Fisher back with the Lakers after spending time with Golden State and Utah. A Laker his first 8 years in the league. First-round draft pick back in 1996. And in recent years, he has been one of the Lakers' most popular players. That clutch shooting highlighted by the miraculous heave to beat the Spurs with 0.4 of a second left on the clock in the postseason.
And Derek Fisher has as much to do with the Laker turnaround as Kobe Bryant or anyone else. You're talking about upgrading the point guard position from Smush Parker to a knockdown shooter in Derek Fisher that competes.
Mentioned the poor start here by the Nets, and they give it right back on their second possession.
That's 3 turnovers in 2 possessions. You have to take care of the basketball and finish what you started in the first half. It was a thing of beauty the way that they competed. They have to come out the same way.
Bryant off the double pop called for steps. You see Kobe try to get into it offensively. Just 1 of 5 in the first half. I don't know if that injured pinky had anything to do with it. Although at the start he was looking to distribute the ball and get teammates involved. Sean Williams, rebounded by Gasol. Foul playing with 3 fouls, making his Laker debut here tonight. Bryant, rebounded by Boone. Pass intended for Carter. What's going on here at the start of the third?
So not taking care of the basketball, trying to do a little too much that time. Kid trying to find Carter, and they were not on the same page.
Lakers with Fisher and Bryant at the guards. Odom, Radmanovic, and Gasol up front. Here's Gasol to the reverse. And the foul. A hack called on Boone.
And people say, hey, Phil Jackson want to know, is Gasol going to learn the triangle offense? What triangle offense? That's pick and roll. You get the ball to Gasol, and his ability to put it on the floor, uses the rim as a shield, finishes on the opposite side, and gets the contact.
And Phil Jackson just loves the thought of a front line of Lamar Odom, Paul Gasol, and Andrew Bynum, who was sidelined by injury. And he says the Lakers will have the biggest front line in the West. And also will have a lot of depth behind that front line. Here's Carter. Oh, Boone with a beautiful play.
Well, Josh Boone active on the offensive boards. Not falling in love with the shot by Carter, but attacking, getting the finish.
Gasol did take a crash course on the triangle offense last couple of days. Coming over from Memphis. Odom, that's a travel. Undecided as to whether to drive or pull up.
A good job by the Nets, doing multiple things defensively, chasing down shooters and staying in front of guys.
Nets down by 3. We're early in the third. Carter eluding Bryant. Rebounded by Odom. Bryant splits through and sets up the open shot. Radmanovic for 3. Lawrence Frank takes an early timeout, a poor start for the second half for the Nets.
Got to keep a body on Kobe Bryant. You allow him to split the pick and roll. Now your defense is at a disadvantage. You got to try to stop the penetration. Find the shooter. Radmanovic says, gotcha.
This Sunday at a 6 o'clock start, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks will be here at the Izod Center. And you can see the Nets go up against the Mavs. And save with this 2-for-1 ticket offer. Nets McDonald's plan start at just $36 and get you 2 tickets for the price of 1. You can order yours today at njnets.com or call 1-800-3-GO-NETS. 1-800-3-GO-NETS. And there is Stromile Swift, the newest addition to the net roster. Acquired in the deal for Jason Collins, acquired from the Grizzlies. And inactive today, Lawrence Frank feels that Stromile has to go through at least 1 practice session. 8-2 run by the Lakers.
And people probably look at Stromile Swift and wonder what the Nets acquired. And I would probably compare it to a bigger, more experienced Sean Williams. A lot of similarities in their game.
Stromile Swift could work well with Jason Kidd running the floor, but the question is, how long will Kidd remain a member of the Nets? And the foul is called on Kidd. And you look at Stromile Swift's career with the Vancouver Grizzlies, first as the second overall pick in the draft, and then eventually the Memphis Grizzlies, went to Houston for a brief time. But he's had an up and down career. There has been a lack of consistency, and the Nets are hoping he's able to put it together on a regular basis because he can be a big help to this club coming off the bench. Fisher came up short. He thought it was fouled.
You make a good point because when you talk about Swift, you're amazed at some of the plays he's able to make. His athletic ability, his ability to finish, change shots. He can be really special. It's about passion, commitment, and wanting to do it on a nightly basis.
And that has been the question over the years with Stromile. The talent is certainly there. How about Radmanovic? 6 of 9, 14 points. And the Nets have been outscored 10-2 in this third quarter. They've committed 4 turnovers, just 1 of 5 from the field after a solid first half. Nakbar for 3. Yes. And Boshan Nakbar 4 for 7 for 12 points. That's his third three-pointer.
And just ready to catch and make shots. He's on the other side of the floor. Carter makes the play, and Nakbar ready to unload.
Offensive foul. Bryant called for the charge.
Once again, Nakbar not only on the offensive end, but alert defensively. Steps in position to help up the dribble penetration by Kobe Bryant, taking the charge.
The Nets trailing by 5. Marv Albert, Mark Jackson. We're at the New Jersey Meadowlands. The pass off the shoulder of Boone. Yet another net turnover. Here's Bryant trying to give it back. Picked off by Kidd. 3-on-1 for the Nets. Here's Carter. Challenges Radmanovic. And he's fouled. Good play by Radmanovic. He would not allow the posterization that he envisioned.
That's a great job by Kidd reading the passing lanes. Looked like he played with the Giants as a safety, but then getting the ball in transition. Jefferson realizing Carter is explosive and ready to attack, gets him the basketball. Carter ready to put Radmanovic in his poster. Radmanovic with a good hard foul, not allowing Carter to get to the rim.
Vince 4 of 5 at the line. That's his first point of this third quarter. Had a good one off the bench in that earlier meeting against the Lakers in L.A. He went through that 5-game stretch coming off the bench following the ankle injury and had 19 points in that game. The Nets beating the Lakers 102-100 back in late November. In that game, Kobe Bryant only 7 of 21. Gasol is fouled, blocked by Boone. And Vladimir Radmanovic had an 0 for 10 against the Nets in that game.
And that's not going to happen much because he's a big guy that can shoot. He can knock down jump shots from the perimeter.
And he has been doing that here tonight. 6 of 9 from the field. A couple of assists. 14 points in all. Bryant for Radmanovic. Rejected. Gasol foul. Carter took a shot. In the process, he's called for the foul. That's his third.
You got to help on Kobe Bryant's isolation. Nakbar does. Hands it off to Radmanovic. Active hands underneath. Pau Gasol with that length and ability to finish. Gets the basketball. Gets the foul. Even after the play, you look at Vince Carter. Gasol trying to get the basket and coming down. Carter says, oh, man, are you kidding me? That's no foul. But gets hit in the eye.
Pau Gasol, an excellent free throw shooter, 82% for the season. 59-53, Lakers on top. The Nets at 20 and 27. They have dropped 8 of their last 10. Boone is wide open. Nice pass from Kidd.
Good look away from Kidd, recognizing how the Lakers were playing the pick and roll, had Boone all by himself.
Bryant. Kobe Bryant with his first field goal in quite some time, just his second on the night. 61-55 Lakers. Carter gives it back. Here's Kidd for three. Yes. Kidd with 3 field goals, all 3 from beyond that three-point line. He has 9.7 assists. He's played well. Kidd now defending against Bryant. Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher comes right back. That's his third 3.
And what you love to see is Kobe Bryant making the right play. Could he have jumped over Jason Kidd in any double team and get a good look? Sure. But you got a knockdown shooter wide open, makes the court pass, and Fisher delivers.
64-58 Lakers. Fisher try to bank it. Boone sets the pick. There's Carter giving it up. Kidd for 3. That's a 2-pointer. Had a foot on the line. Does not matter. Ball's deflected out. And foul is called on the Lakers. Pushing foul as Carter went reeling. Fouled by Odom.
Lamar Odom tried to tip the basketball. Didn't recognize that Carter was in the picture. Carter does a good job of being active. Lamar Odom commits the foul.
For the Lakers, only their second team foul. Nets over at the limit. Here's Carter to the crossover. He challenged Gasol. What a beautiful
one-on-one situation with him and Gasol, and he punished.
The Lakers take time. Nets now within 4. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third.
Kobe tries to send him to his right. He doesn't go for it. Goes around the pick and roll set by Josh Boone, and then it's just one-on-one basketball. You want me, Gasol?
In the 86 World Series, and Aaron Boone's game winner in the 2003 American League Championship Series. Michael Strahan on hand, along with a number of his teammates here tonight. So the freshness of the Giant victory on Sunday gets 61% of the vote from our viewing audience.
I can understand that. I mean, I was fortunate enough, just like you, to witness each one of those choices. And when you think about the Giants, actually had no chance. Nobody gave them a chance to pull that off. And to do it and to really do something special on the defensive end is a thing of beauty.
I happen to be staying in the same hotel as the Patriots. Carter works his way through and scores! Beautiful move on the reverse to bring the Nets within 2. And as you'd expect, at that hotel were many of the Patriot friends and family and fans. Although it was like a lockdown, I must say. Gasol lays it home. Lots of security on hand, but a lot of people depressed Sunday night and Monday at the hotel. Although, you know, the Patriots changed hotels Saturday night just to get away from family and friends.
I was looking at an interview with Michael Strahan before. He said on the field there were Patriots inviting Giants players to the after party to celebrate winning the Super Bowl. Absolutely amazing.
And here's Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher again from downtown. That's his 4th 3. And the Lakers with their 6th of the night. They're 6 of 15 from beyond the three-point line. Nets have hit 7 of 17. Shot clock to 7. Not far for 3. Yes. It is a 3-point festival here in the third quarter. 69-65 Lakers. Fisher. That was a 2-point attempt. As Boone gives it up to Nockbaugh. Nockbaugh rejected. It will count. It's a goaltend, and he was bailed out by Bryant. Looked like that shot was going to fall short.
Well, it did, but give him credit. Not only ready to knock down shots from the perimeter, but running the length of the floor in transition. His size, his ability to finish gets rewarded.
So the Nets are within 2. Nockbaugh called for the foul all over Odom.
Nockbaugh running the floor, catches the basketball, plays it in over Radmanovic. Kobe on the weak side, but Vince Carter. Magic Johnson, take a look. If you're anywhere out there watching, this is Vince Carter. Dribble penetration, the scoop, off the glass, the bank is open. You were wrong, Magic, man.
But the major point was that there's no consistency.
I agree. You're covering your guy, but that's not what he said.
No, that's not the reason I'm saying that. My guy.
But Magic said that Vince can't do it anymore. That was his argument. I agree with the fact that he hasn't done it consistently. I totally agree. But he certainly still has the capability of doing it. His game hasn't dropped off like that.
Well, I guess he mentioned knee problems, which I don't think is the case. It was more of the thumb and ankle earlier.
Well, it was an ankle problem. You know, when it happened, Carter said, hey, I'm not 100%. And last week, the guy got a cortisone shot. So maybe there's a reason why he has a bounce to his game tonight. Maybe he's feeling much better than he did all season long.
And Ron Garrettson blowing the whistle away from the ball. He takes a foul on Radmanovic. That's his 4th. 13 foul called on the Lakers.
But I agree with you, Marv. I'd be the last guy to defend Vince Carter because we get to watch him on a nightly basis. He certainly has underachieved and hasn't been spectacular this year for the Nets. And there's been concerns. Is he going to show up? Is he going to play the way he's capable of playing? Well, tonight, this is the way that he has to play for this team to be successful.
I also enjoy the way you distort the point by saying, he's my guy. And we love Magic. But that has nothing to do with the discussion. Good hustle by Kidd. Wright fires one up, and it's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Nets.
I'm only doing it because I put up with 3 years now of you going at me. I figure I get one in.
Are you saying I'm distorting what you have to say?
You are the best ever.
I'm distorting. I call it a slight deflection from time to time. Gasol coming up short. Fisher is on it. They have minute 24. Bryant. And again a back tap. A 3rd consecutive possession. Here's Bryant off the lob from Walton.
Got to keep a body on Lamar Odom. Keeps the ball alive. And then Luke Walton, excellent passer, finds Kobe Bryant underneath.
Lakers up by 6. 3rd quarter winding down. Minute and a half to go. Jefferson out guarded by Walton. Here's the double. Shot clock to 2. 1 right. Gasol setting up against Sean Williams. Fisher on the drive with the shot clock rolling down. He drew the foul. They go with a double post. First Gasol and then Bryant, and open things up for Fisher.
They do a good job of the Nets shrinking the floor. You got to get help on Kobe Bryant. They do exactly that. You're able to do multiple things, but recover under control. Antoine Wright does not allow Derek Fisher to pump fake and get into the paint.
Foul was called on Kidd. Lakers have hit 8 of 8 at the line here in this 3rd quarter.
And Mark, people look at Kobe Bryant and say he's playing to get other guys involved. It's just a matter of time before he takes over the game. Well, this trade for Pau Gasol puts Kobe Bryant in a position where he doesn't have to take over the game offensively for his own. He can continue to make plays and allow the defense to dictate whether he's a scorer or a facilitator because he has finishes all around the floor with him.
Kobe getting a rest. Sits down, 3 of 10 from the field, 6 points. He does have 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Lakers now lead by 8. Nice play. Antoine Wright off the good one-hop pass. 75-69, Lakers. Ronny Turiaf checked back in along with Jordan Farmar. This is Farmar. Walton with the shot clock at 6. Played well by Nakbar.
That's good job by Nakbar, defending, contesting, and then closing it out by rebounding the basket.
5-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Jefferson to the rim, and he was fouled. He was hacked. Turiaf on the foul, and Jefferson will go to the line for the first time.
2 minutes before. Richard Jefferson is going to go line shooting 2.
Reminder, you can see the Nets go up against the Mavericks on this Sunday. That's February the 10th, 6 o'clock game. And you can save with this 2-for-1 ticket offer. Nets McDonald's plan start at just $36 and get you 2 tickets for the price of 1. Order yours today at njnets.com or call 1-800-3-GO-NETS. 1-800-3-GO-NETS. Gasol sitting down. He's played well in his debut. 13 points, 7 rebounds. First game as a Laker.
And right now, if you're the Nets, you have to realize they like to put the ball in Jordan Farmar's hands and allow him to make plays to close out quarters.
Well, Farmar with it. Down to 3, down to 2. Farmar on the fade. After 3 quarters, the Lakers 75 and the Nets 71. You're watching Nets basketball on Yes.
There's no better place to win than in New York City. I'm totally convinced with that. When you win here, it's a different ballgame.
And I think for the first time in a long while, as Vujacic comes up short, Gasol back on the floor, able to rebound. Here's Walton. That's an offensive foul. Nakbar took the hit. Another good play by Nakbar. But for the first time since I can't think of another example. I think most of the country was rooting for the Giants, a New York team, to beat the Patriots. And that has to do with the great success of the Patriots. Spygate certainly playing a role. Every time the Patriots took the field, and I can tell you this from my broadcasting several of their games. Here's Carter from deep. It's a 2. So Vince Carter cuts it to a 2-point Laker lead, a 6-0 run by the Nets as this fourth quarter gets underway. Every time the Patriots would take the field, they were greeted as Vujacic is off the mark by the chant of cheaters when they come out, which was always very stimulating. And the same happened the other day in Phoenix. Foul is called on Nakbar. So I think a good portion of the country, although there were those who took the points, and Vujacic knocked down a 3, and were wagering milkshakes along the way, so maybe they had a different point of view.
I think it just had so many great stories inside of the ball game. That's one of the reasons why it was the highest rated Super Bowl of all times. A lot of people watched that game, and it was an enjoying one to watch.
And people go for the underdog most of the time. Foul on Walton. Antoine Wright gets the step, broken up, and back comes Farmar. Farmar to the left hand. Lakers 78 and the Nets 73. We are early in the fourth quarter. Bryant poking it away twice against Carter. Goes behind the back, shoots the 3, and he's way off. Foul is called Foul on Nakbar. That's 4 on Nakbar. See, a moment ago, that's strictly one-on-one. That's Vince trying to get back at Kobe for batting the ball away on 2 straight occasions and just fired one up.
Yeah, you got to understand, you have tremendous offensive ability. Don't let the guy off the hook as Luke Walton makes the high-low pass over the top to Gasol, his ability to catch and finish. If you're Vince Carter, continue to attack and force Kobe Bryant to foul or get out of the way. I remember when I was a kid and took the picture with you and you did that to me. I still have that shot.
Was that the one where you were crying? 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter, and the Nets are now down by 7. Lakers have led by as many as 8. Marcus Williams is back, being guarded by Jordan Farmar. Carter, met by Bryant, took the bump, fired it up. So the foul is called on Bryant. That's his 3rd.
24, Kobe Bryant. His 3rd personal foul.
Carter with 2 shots coming up. He's 4 of 6 at the line.
But you see the difference. Carter catches the basketball and he's in attack mode. Puts the pressure on Kobe Bryant. Kobe on his heels. Carter gets the contact and goes to the line.
Well, Mark, it has been an enormously popular segment during the course of our net telecast. Unfortunately, we don't have time to get to it tonight. But if you have a question you'd like to fire it at us, ask the announcers, send your questions to yesnetwork.com, or you can email Nets at yesnetwork.com. And we look forward to the next edition of Ask the Announcers. Leon Wood with the call away from the ball, and on the net, it's on Sean Williams. That is his 3rd.
I was all set to answer some questions also.
I was ready also.
Man, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll answer some. Hopefully some people will ask me some questions finally.
Perhaps poor timing on the part of the staff. Here's Gasol and gets the roll.
Can I answer for you if someone has a question for you tomorrow? Can I answer?
Right, because I will not be doing the game, but you and I, and you may. Yes. Sean Williams. 82-77. The Nets are down by 5.
That's how Marcus Williams has to play. Can't be passive on the floor. Get the ball and make plays. You've done it your entire life.
Nice move by Walton, spinning his way. And the Nets are hearing some boos from this crowd off the lack of defense on that Walton drive. 2 points in the paint. Lakers have had the edge. 7-point Laker lead. Williams, well, he challenged Walton and Gasol, who are in his path. Shot clock down to 7. Farmar. And it's handled by Williams. Aside from the talent and the depth on this Laker team, nice pass from Carter. Williams missed the layup. Williams gets it back. Rebounded by Gasol. But aside from the talent and depth on this LA team, they are so unselfish. And they possess a number of excellent passes. Oh, Kobe Bryant spinning his way. And the foul is called. Apparently lost the ball.
This is good defense. You don't give up. Active hands. Vince Carter not surrendering. Sean Williams comes over to contest the shot and off the foot of Kobe Bryant.
Good play by Vince Carter. Jason Kidd is back. along with Josh Boone. So Jefferson is hit by Vujicic.
His first 13.
Lakers with their third team foul. It's a non-shooting affair, and Kidd puts it in play. And the baseline official, Leon Wood, with the call of an offensive foul. Foul on Jefferson.
If you're Richard Jefferson, you can't afford to commit that type of foul. You have Vujicic defending you on the block. Don't fight him. Wait for the basketball and then punish the weaker defender.
Bryant directing traffic with the two young guards, Walton. And Allen able to get to it. He is fouled by Walton.
First ball foul on the floor. Luke Walton, his third 14th foul on the floor.
It's the third on Walton. So the Nets get it back.
Talk about being unselfish. You look at both teams assist the field goal. The Lakers 23 on 32 field goals, and the Nets 22 on 29 field goals. That's getting it done, and that's sharing the basket.
Here's Allen. Jefferson puts it down on the follow. Nets down by 5. Lakers spread it out. Walton putting the move on Allen. Here is Bryant. His shot has been off. Kobe now 3 for 11.
And give Vince Carter credit defensively, because one thing he's doing, he's denying Kobe Bryant the basketball early.
Jefferson to the reverse stuff. 10 points for Jefferson. The Nets are within 3. 6 minutes to play in the fourth. Bryant. Boone had it, lost it. Gasol with the bucket and a foul. Timeout is called. 86-81 Lakers. Jefferson bringing the Nets closer. And watch Pau Gasol off the steal.
I would have thrown in a little something extra about Mitch Kupchak to Memphis. Thank you for Mr. Gasol.
He can break out very quickly, but early on was not looking for his shot.
Give credit, because Vince Carter is not only defending him, but he's also attacking on the other end. But Kobe's setting guys up. Double team comes, finds Derek Fisher on the weak side for the wide open shot, and then as good as it gets at creating his own shot, pull up jump shot for Vince Carter. This is the Vince Carter that the Nets need. You watch him out, Binga. Punches it over the defense, and then ability to cross over, make plays, attack the paint area. This is a good one going down the stretch.
And what a debut for Pau Gasol, coming over from Memphis in that package deal that went down this past Friday. In his first game as a Laker, 8 for 13 from the field, 19 points, 10 rebounds.
An absolute steal to get a guy of his caliber for what the Lakers gave away. No key guy in their rotation, and you get a legit all-star big man that has the package.
87-81 Lakers. Kidd for 3. And Carter gets to it and scores. 27 points for Carter.
Carter realizes, hey, I'm playing against the best in the world. I have to be on point. I have to be sharp. The problem is you have to do this against guys that you're superior to also.
Oh, what a pass from Gasol. Fisher, who was cutting, I think he was surprised to find the ball in his hands and then was able to lay it home.
Well, he hasn't played with a guy that has that ability. We're talking about a post player, not named Lamar Odom, making that type play in a Laker uniform. Just a big-time play from Gasol.
Good job by Fisher getting up on Jefferson, who has to force. And the question, did it hit the rim?
And it did hit the rim, so the wrong call being made. Referees gathering together, looking to talk about it.
And yes, it did graze the rim. Leon Wood was calling a 24-second violation. He felt it did not hit. I think it was a premature whistle. And now they awarding the Nets possession.
Look at the pass by Gasol. Double team. He has to be doubled. Derek Fisher cuts. How many open shots have Derek Fisher had all night long because of playing with Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol?
Fisher now has 24 points. Good job by Radmanovich slapping it away from Boone.
Even the length of Pau Gasol in the pick and roll situations, he forced Vince Carter to get rid of the basketball because he jumped out, which big men are supposed to do.
Nets trailing by 6. Good job by Bryant. Knocked it aside. Carter lost it. Here's Odom. It is a blocking foul charged to Nakbar. That's number 5 on Moshe Nakbar.
And give Kobe Bryant credit. Struggling offensively, but continuing to get it done defensively. Comes up with the deflection against Vince Carter. Lamar Odom going coast to coast. Moshe Nakbar not able to pick up the offensive foul. Odom going to the line for 2.
Odom 6 of 8 at the line. Nets are now over the foul limit. And the Lakers have hit all 11 of their free throws in this second half.
I'm watching Kobe Bryant. It just shows you how he's grown as a player. Pau Gasol makes the play to Derek Fisher over the head. He smiles, laughs, and jumps up and down getting back. Just now, points to Lamar Odom, says, great play. He is into this game. He is a true leader of this Laker team.
And he is now aware of all the unhappiness earlier, where he was demanding a trade, that this club is a contender for a championship.
So give Mitch Kupchak credit. He has made moves, and now the Lakers are in a situation where, in my opinion, like I said, healthy, they are the favorite in the Western Conference.
You put them as the favorite?
They are the favorite in the Western Conference, hands down, in my opinion. And you say they're the 5th seed, I really don't care. When you give a healthy Andrew Bynum and you put him together with Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol, that's a dangerous matchup.
Lakers extend to a 10-point lead. The Nets take a timeout. Lakers have their biggest lead of the night.
I can remember talking to Kobe Bryant. He said, hey, Andrew Bynum is the guy that I dreamed about when I went to sleep at night. Well, you didn't dream about this guy. Pau Gasol is another guy. You shortchanged yourself. You got 2. Pick and roll, gives it to the big.
Recap of all the key plays from this one. A look around the NBA, plus Michelle Beadle with reaction from the locker room. It's the GMC postgame here on Yes. Well, the Lakers at 30-16. They're second in the Pacific, 3 games behind Phoenix. And right now, the number 5 seed in the West, they're a half game over San Antonio. Only a 4.5 game difference between 1 and 8 in the Western Conference, which is pretty remarkable. Here's Carter. Did not get the roll.
And you look at people say, hey, Pau Gasol's not a defender. That time, switched to pick and roll. He defended Vince Carter, contested the shot. All you can ask of anybody defending him, and then they close out by rebound.
Traveling violation on Bryant. So the Nets get it back. Kobe with only 6 points, but it has not mattered because the Lakers have played so well. Bryant does have 7 assists, 5 rebounds. His low for the season, he had a 15-point game early in January against the 76ers. Carter to the step back. And rebounded by Gasol. Just under 3 left in the 4th quarter. Beautiful move by Fisher around Kidd. Went to the crossover and got the step.
what really completes this team is the upgrade at the point guard position. You got a proven winner that's a knockdown shooter, a true professional that defends.
Jason Kidd back to hit the jumper. That ends an 8-0 Laker run. Kidd with 11 points, 9 assists. Bryant posting, forced out by Carter. Shot clock to 5. And here's Bryant with a runner. Good job by Fisher to close that baseline.
2 minutes ago, ball game 2.
Just under 2 remaining in this fourth quarter. Kidd not able to finish. Boone with the rebound and a foul.
And Marv, I'm sitting there thinking that if Pau Gasol never watched NBA basketball, never faced Kobe Bryant, he's probably sitting there in the middle of this game going, this guy number 24 is overrated.
Yes. Fisher on the foul.
Josh Boone, 2 shots.
Pau Gasol did watch NBA basketball back in Spain. Star with the Spanish national team. You see the scoring rundown. Derek Fisher approaching a career high, 26 points, career high 29. Pau Gasol in his Laker debut with 22 points.
And what's amazing with that, looking at those numbers, Kobe Bryant with just 6 points for the first time in his career. You get the sense watching him that he's content with those type of numbers and his team winning.
Well, he set the tone earlier by getting everyone involved. Gasol has a terrific touch. 24 points for Gasol, and the Nets take a timeout.
And you look at Kobe just dancing, going to the sideline. Pau Gasol says, this is easy. Just play past.
January 5th, 2007, a game against the Denver Nuggets, where he put up only 8 points. That was 93 games back. He is 3 of 13 from the field for 6 points.
And we talked about him being content with his numbers. Look, he's leaving the floor. He is excited about having Pau Gasol and all of a sudden having a legitimate chance at winning this whole thing.
And a reach-in foul on the Lakers with 1:29 to play in this fourth quarter. Foul is charged to Radmanovic, his 5th.
You got to ask Kobe, too, because he looked a little bit offbeat with those dance steps. I mean, he could do a better job of catching the rhythm.
I'm sure he'd be very concerned if you mentioned that to him. He's a happy guy, there's no question.
You could just sense it. There's a guy that leaves it on the floor. He's the best player in the world. He's been asking for help, and he has it.
First, he gets the unexpected with Andrew Bynum developing into a solid player. Foul is on Jefferson. And then unfortunately for the Lakers, Bynum goes down. He's out at least another 6 weeks with a dislocated kneecap and bone bruise. And he had been playing so well, averaging 13 points, 10 rebounds, leading the NBA in field goal percentage, playing at such a high level when that injury occurred. So Bynum departs, and Phil Jackson was juggling. Radmanovic was out at the time. He was going with Turiaf at center. He was playing small. He was shuffling. And then Mitch Kupchak pulls off the deal for Pau Gasol. So add Gasol to the mix, and you have Bynum coming back eventually. Now, certainly it'll take some time for Bynum to get back to the point he was when he got hurt. But the Lakers feel that they can certainly give Bynum time when he does come back. Now with the acquisition of Gasol, that counts, and the foul. Foul is committed by Kidd.
Look like Gasol now. Second shot opportunities off a missed foul shot. Poor defense by the Nets, allowing Lamar Odom to get all the way to the rim. Certainly continuation. Gets the basket, going to the line.
Odom 13 points, 13 rebounds, And he has 13 points with only 4 shot attempts. He's done it at the line. He's 10 of 13 at the line, and we have seen that on a number of occasions. Akbar off the lead pass. And the Nets give the foul, so this will be a parade to the free throw line with the Nets over the foul limit. And looking ahead tomorrow night, and here on Yes, the Nets will head south, taking on Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. Complete coverage starts at 6:30 with the Infinity pregame, and then Mark, you'll be with Ian Eagle tomorrow. Nets Magic tomorrow night, starting at 6:30 right here on Yes. So it is a 2-game road trip tomorrow night in Orlando, Friday night at Charlotte. And the Nets back home on Sunday for that 6 o'clock game with the Dallas Mavericks. Nets in a stretch playing 4 of 5 on the road. And on their way to a 9th loss in the last 11 games. Here comes Radmanovic. And the foul is given by Carter. How about the Lakers at the free throw line? In the second half, they have hit 16 of 17 at the line. They're a 75% free throw shooting team, which is solid.
So you look at their lineup and you say, okay, who's a bad shooter? Who's a bad free throw shooter? They all are knockdown shooters that Phil Jackson has the luxury of putting on the floor.
So here's Vladimir Radmanovic looking for points 15 and 16.
And Bob, how about the crowd chanting MVP as Kobe Bryant leaves the ball game, showing appreciation for the best in the world. You would think he was Michael Strahan leaving.
Well, a large contingent of Laker fans have turned out here at the Meadowlands. And Kobe is certainly among the major contenders.
I can remember years ago the Nets had a chance to get Kobe Bryant and took Kerry Kittles instead. And Kobe Bryant said, hey, I according to his agent, said I would not come to the Nets.
Well, at the time, you're looking at a guy coming out of high school, and I don't think that people around the NBA had the same feel for the ability of high school players as good as Kobe looked playing in high school. But it's certainly a different philosophy these days with guys able to make the league and make an impact pretty quickly or become stars in a hurry like LeBron James, but that's a pretty amazing story. Time is running out. The Lakers put the Nets away in the second half. It was tied at 47 at halftime. A strong fourth quarter for the Lakers. The Nets not able to respond. And the Lakers win it 105 to 90.